Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super uber mega excited to be sharing this video with you guys because today we're gonna be talking about this very amazing show called No Traces. It's currently available to watch on Prime Video. It has one season available, and yes, it's basically one of my favorite shows so far that was actually released this year. And we're gonna be talking about the lesbian storyline that develops between Desi and Irene. But before we get into more details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also let me know down below in the comments if any of you have watched the show and what would you personally rate it from 1 to 10, because me, I would definitely rate it a 10 out of a 10. And yes, they do have a happy ending, and there's another reason why I really enjoyed watching the show. It's comedy, it's drama, it's very funny. The two ladies have a very deep connection with one another, and just the whole play out of their relationship just had me, very happy. But if you guys want to see the full details regarding Desi and Irene's relationship, I would recommend you guys to go ahead and watch the show. I will just be giving like a quick sum up of everything that actually happened between them. So let's get right into it. So basically, like I already said, it's called No Traces. It's about two ladies in this case, Desi and her best friend, that ends up getting involved in a crime. And they, at this point, they were working as cleaning ladies, so they end up getting called to go clean the crime scene, but they didn't know there was someone's body in the house actually. So once they arrived there, they found the bag of money, but they didn't know there was money in the bag until they found a way to escape the house. So now they are being investigated and accused of crime of eliminating someone in this case. So how does Irene come in the picture? Irene actually is the detective, and she is Desi's ex. But at that point, Irene didn't know that Desi was actually involved in the crime, because they were trying to figure out who was the people behind the situation that happened. So when Irene found out that Desi and her best friend were actually behind it, that they ran away, that they got caught on, not caught on camera, but they left a princess behind, the digital princess, and they found and they tracked it back to them. And then Irene started to try to reach out to Desi in private to see what's going on, because she couldn't believe that Desi would do such thing, because she knows her, because they shared history together, they are exes, and they had a love story despite things not working out between them. So at the end of the day, when Desi found out that Irene was actually the person investigating the scene, she was getting worried because it's her ex. She doesn't know how she would approach the situation, knowing that she is involved in the situation, in this case in the crime. So as things develops, Desi and Irene actually decides to come together. Desi actually approached Irene and told her, hey, this is what happened. It's not our fault. We were called to go and clean the house. When we got there, we found the body. We tried to escape to put the vacuum in the bag, but we didn't know there was money. Here's the money. And of course, at the beginning, Irene wasn't like was having doubtful, because she wasn't really sure if Desi was lying or not. But later on, she realized that Desi and her friend were actually telling the truth, and Irene decided to end up helping them. But as she was trying to help them, she actually found out that her partners that worked with her at the police station was also involved in it. So at this point, Irene was actually taken off the case, because once they found out that Irene was helping Desi, and is her superiors, they were like, you can work on the case no more, you can go to jail for this, because what you're doing is not right. They are an investigation and they need to bring themselves in, and you are trying to help them to clean their name, and they are the prime suspects of the crime. And of course, in that point, Irene was in a very difficult situation, because now she can help Desi. She can help her, but she was still trying to help her at the back scene, trying to do her best. Later on, Irene and Desi and her friend, they came together. They end up working together to to bring the real criminals to jail and take the real criminals to fault for the crime that happened. And during that whole situation, Desi also has a very complicated relationship with her mother, and Irene actually helped Desi and her mother finally have the conversation that they both needed to get back on good terms. And after that, Irene, also was very upset at Desi on why their relationship ended, because, Desi, she was just always doing her, being the bad girl, like not wanting, having communication issues. And when Desi and Irene reconnected, they had to reconnect on, on the crime investigation situation. So after that, everything went well. They just went on trying to figure out the truth, trying to solve the crime. And finally free Desi and her friend's name, and just so everything can go back to light. But things, they went through a lot of trials and tribulations in order to try to make things work. But when the scene where Desi and Irene actually ends up reconnecting is where Irene, and Desi, they have decided to team up to go after these people who are actually, the people who committed the crime. When they went after them, that's where Irene actually approached Desi in this case and gave her like a kiss, and basically just saying, hey, like, me and you, I was afraid of losing you. I thought something was happening, would happen with you. And they just end up sharing a very, very beautiful, intimate moment together. And after that, they kept the relationship very low key. They couldn't focus on having a relationship and just make everything go back to normal, because in this case, Desi and her friend, they were still running from the police because everybody was out there looking for them. And Irene, in this case, she was also getting her job in, like, she could actually lose her badge in this case, because she can be helping suspects, knowing that she is one of the people who were investigating the case. So after that, at the end of the series, you can actually see that they end up resolving the crime. Everything was good, everything went back to normal, and Daisy actually ends up having money to open her and her best friend's business, also a cleaning business, because they used to be cleaners. And Irene, actually ends up working not in the police department anymore. She actually ends up working at the port, because that was the deal that she had to make in order to secure her position as a police person, because the police people that were involved, they were also involved in the crime. They actually, nothing ended up happening to them, they got away with it. So she needed to remove herself from the situation, so she have decided to take their job as a police officer at the port. And Daisy and her friend actually ends up keeping the money that they found in the bag, and they went on and launched businesses, and everything had a good ending for them. And Irene and Daisy finally have decided to give their relationship another opportunity. Yes, it's a very, very interesting show. Irene and Daisy, they have a lot of camera time together, even though their relationship isn't being spoken about a lot. It's more about investigating everything that's going on and trying to prove Daisy and her best friend's innocence. That's basically what the show is around. And Irene is like the person who makes everything possible for them to be in a position to actually prove that they are innocent and they weren't the people behind everything that would actually happen. This one I will definitely rate it at 10 out of a 10. Like I already said, the show is called No Traces. So yes guys, but that's basically it. Like I already said, if you guys want the full details, I would definitely recommend you all to go watch the show to see everything that actually happened from the beginning to the end. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank you once again so much for all the love and all the support you guys been showing with me. I really do appreciate it. And I also want to say that I have activated the super stickers to the channel, just in case any of you would like to make a small donation. That will also go a very long way. And yes, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please rate the show if you have watched it down below in the comments from 1 to 10. Like I already said, for me it's a 10 out of a 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until the next video, and goodbye.